Good morning, everybody. I am Matt McCray. It is February 5th, 2018. Thank you for joining our live stream and agent conference call here today. I had on my white shirt, but I had to go change it real quick. That's why I'm running just a couple of minutes late here. I didn't want anybody to think that this was another Tide ad. So hopefully everybody had a chance to watch the Super Bowl. If you're into that stuff, they have a lot of great commercials and an amazing game. Go Eagles. And I've got Alexa around here in the background. Hopefully she does not lose her voice again today as she did last night during the game. But anyways, okay. So off to a great February. We have started here already. Things are we have a meeting every Monday morning with the management here at our agency, and we just heard some really good things. I heard some really good things coming in from everybody on the call this morning that we had with our managers. Sales are up. More lead orders are coming in from agents. The average premium is moving in the right direction. So a lot of things are going on good. Another thing. We completely filled up the Your Family Bank boot camp for the month of February. It sold out last week. I tell you what, if that's something that you're interested in doing, selling high premium life insurance policies, you got to get down to the boot camp. But February is already sold out. If this is something that you're interested in, make sure you get registered soon for March. The dates in March for boot camp are March 15th and 16th. And I'm expecting this one to sell out even faster than the February one did. So there's only a certain number of spots that the meeting room can hold. So, we're so much interest in that program. So if you're interested, let's get registered for that. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about today? Last week's call, we talked about the typical week for top producers, what an average week looks like, what they're doing every day in the field, when do they place their lead order, what days are they making calls. So if you missed last week's live stream, you can see the replay right on the website. This week, we want to announce that we are going to run a sales contest for the month of February. Yes, it is February 5th. We're 5 days into the contest, so everything you've already written this month, it's already counting towards the contest. We'll get into that here in just a few minutes. Before I do that, today's call is going to focus on how to set appointments with your leads. The leads that you're receiving from us, or the leads that you're receiving from your direct mail, or wherever you're getting your leads from, we have a script, and we're going to go over that with you here. Lee's actually going to do that today. So moving on down my list here, what else do we have on the list? This is something actually the average policy size is $852.98 so far for the month of February. So $852.98 is our average policy size that's on the final expense. It includes all the children's whole life, everything that we do through Chelsea Insurance Group. So every time that an agent sits down with one of our leads or a lead from somewhere else and they're closing a deal, that average premium that they're picking up a check for is $852.98. Let me divide that by 12 real quick. That's $71.08 on a monthly basis. So a lot of the agencies that we hear, agents who come to work with Chelsea are saying that at their agency, the average, they didn't really keep track of the average, but it seems like they were writing $50 a month deals. It seems to be what we hear out there. There are things that we help you with that, one sheet that's in your presentation binder, and every one of you should have a presentation binder if you just have it for this one sheet. Presentation binder is only $99. That's if you want it in a nice bound leather thing. But if you don't even want it in the leather thing, you can just download this for free. But there's one sheet in here that is, I tell you what, it really, really helps drive home and that's this sheet here, if I can hold it up in the camera here. That's, yeah, kind of too bright for it. But basically, it's a sheet that shows the average life expectancy of somebody, you know, all ages, you know, 50 through 80 or whatever the ages are. And it shows when that person passes away what the expected cost of a funeral is. So you got to use that sheet in your presentation. It is so powerful. That's going to help you close the higher deals. Instead of selling somebody a $10,000 policy that's not going to be enough for their burial when they pass away, you're going to show them that they're going to need $22,000 or $18,000. It's going to help you close the higher deals. You have to have that sheet. So I've been talking about this subject for weeks, for months. At some point in last year, I really dove into this, and it's not something that I took lightly. It's not something I just decided one day. You know, I interviewed a lot of agents. We still go out in the field sometimes. You know, I talk to people who are producing and who are doing the numbers. And what it takes for you to be successful, you can probably guess what I'm going to say. I've said it so many times. It takes 40 leads a week for you to make, you know, if you get 40 leads a week, you should be making $3,500. 40 leads, it costs you how much? $400. You know, and we get quite a few agents who actually listen to that message and practice it. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. You are helping make Chelsea Insurance Group a bigger agency, which means that we can do more things like what we're announcing today, a contest. There's so much more that we can do because you are following the deal. You come onto the live streams or you come onto the conference call and you're truly making a difference. And I want to thank you for that. Now, at the same time that I say that, you know, it's kind of disturbing too, because not only do I get the agents who say, Matt, your videos are great. You guys at Chelsea, you do an awesome job. You know, Alan helps us so much with everything, and Lee helps us and your videos, but I'm still not making it. You know, and I sit back and I think, man, I pulled up your lead order statistics for last month, and the reason you're not making it is you only ordered 25 leads, and you only did that twice last month. You ordered 50 leads for the whole month. The only thing I can tell you that's different is just to go ahead and start ordering 40 leads a week, not 25 leads twice a month. There's some of you that are only ordering 20 leads, 25 leads, you know, once a month, and you expect that you're going to make it. It's really disheartening to me to go out there and try and help you be successful, and then yeah, there's some of you that do those things, and you're proving it, you're doing it, but then there's so many of you that don't. You know, we bring a lot of agents on. A lot of agents are watching this video. Or on the call. We talk to a lot of agents throughout the year. And it seems like, you know, there's only a certain percentage of them that are actually following that stuff. You know, you got to ask yourself, do you want to be successful? If the answer to that is yes, I'm telling you what you got to do. But gosh darn it, you got to do it. If you're not going to pick up the phone and call us or log on to our website where we've given you the coupon code and you can get a $10 lead and you buy 40 of them every week, if you're not going to do that, you're not going to make it, because that's what it takes. The agents who are successful, the agents who are making that $3,500 a week in their average commission, sometimes it's even higher than that. Because once you're doing it, you actually start selling more than 10 or 11%, 10 or 12 or 15% of your leads. The more you do it, the better your results get, the longer you're doing it. So if you want to make those kind of numbers, just do it. Goodness. So on to the contest, and I'll announce the contest before we have Lee go into her portion of the call. Her portion of the call is going to go over the script and what to do. If you're getting 40 leads on a weekly basis, you got to know what to say to them to help to set an appointment, to be able to sit down with those people. And if you're following our script, which Lee is going to go through here in a minute with you, you're going to have a higher success ratio than if you're just winging it, or if you're just using your own script, or, do what works. Man, I can't say it anymore. So anyways, before Lee jumps into her part, we're running a contest this entire month, and that's every agent can win. We're giving away 50-inch TVs. Smart TVs, the little thin panel that hangs on the wall or sits on your table, just the smart TV 50-inch. If you don't need a 50-inch TV, I'm sure you know somebody you can give it away to, and we'll just ship it directly to that person. When you win this contest, you'll see how easy it's going to be to win in just a second. But everybody's a winner as long as you hit the production number that you need to hit. We're not going to just have a drawing. We're not going to say, every application that you hit, we're going to put your name in a hat. I'm going to draw your names. I used to do that. But you know what? We've grown. We're giving TVs away to everybody who hits the number. The number that you need to hit in issued business for the month of February through Chelsea Insurance Group is $15,000. There's 4 weeks in February, so 15,000 divided by 4. That's only $3,750 in production on a weekly basis, and you get a 50-inch TV. Now, $3,750, let's divide that by our average annual premium of $852. That's 4.5 apps a week. That's one app a day. One application a day, Monday through Friday. Shoot, you might go out there on Monday or Tuesday and write 3 deals. You only need 2 more the rest of the week. That's it. It's very attainable. But what's it going to take? Number 1, 40 leads a week. You got to do that. You've got to do the basics. 40 leads a week, it only costs you $400. We're chipping in and paying the rest of the lead costs, because believe me, those leads cost more than $10 each. Your investment's $400 a week. 40 leads a week. Let's go do it. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and, actually, before I bring Lee on, I'm going to bring up the website here real quick, if I can. Yeah, okay, so here on the website, for those of you that are watching the live stream, you should be able to see my website now on here. And once you're logged into the My Leads one, where we send your leads to you and everything, if you'll come over to the training tab, you'll see all the past conference calls are the first ones. But if you come over to Leads Training, you'll see here you've got the setting appointments with your leads. If you click on that, click on View, there's a video here, and then here's the script. And this script is what Lee is going to go over with you here on the phone today. And Lee, are you on? You ready?
Yes, I am, Matt. Thank you.
Awesome. Go ahead and take over.
All right. So the reason I wanted to talk a little bit about the script is I can't tell you the number of agents that after they've gotten a batch or 2 of leads, they say, oh, by the way, do you guys have a script? First of all, the script is sent out with every confirmation of a lead order. It's thank you for placing your order, and it gives you links right to these scripts. If you go to My Leads 1 and you see that not only is there a script there for you, there's a video. It's the why and the how, because it's not just what you say, but why you say it and how you say it. So if you're going to print that script out and sit there and say, "Hi, Jim, my name is Lee, and I was giving you a quick call because you spoke with someone from our office the other day. Do you think they're going to give you an appointment?" No, they're not, because they know that you don't know what you're talking about. They can tell that you're reading the script, and they can tell that you're not comfortable, and they don't want to talk to somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. So you've got to listen to that, watch that video. I recommend watching it more than once. Do it once, print the script, do it again while you're watching the video with the script in front of you. And that very first paragraph, until you get to the place where you ask them, is this coverage just for you or for you and someone else? You've got to do that. You've got to know that thing backwards and forwards so that you can be in your car and they can call you back if they happen to see your number on caller ID, and you're not saying, well, I must have called you, but I'm in my car right now and I don't know what to say. No, they call you and you say, "Oh, yeah, I was just giving you a call because you spoke to somebody from our office the other day about the burial insurance. I just needed to verify the information that we have here. Now, Jim, is this just coverage just for you or for you and someone else?" Once they answer that question, you can pretty much go through the rest of the script with no problem. If they give you an objection at that point, there's also another video on this that goes over the phone objections. But I will tell you that the better you are at the initial script, the less objections you're going to get. Because if you sound confident and friendly and just conversational, you're not saying, "Hi, John, is John Smith there?" No, you're not going to ask for them because they're probably screening your calls. They don't know who you are, and they're going to say, "Nah, he's not here." So you're going to say, "Well, gee, I can never get a hold of these people." That's why we have the script set up the way it is. Because if you use it, it is very, very effective. In fact, I had an agent that was struggling because he was used to direct mail leads, and he was just not comfortable on the phone. And he thought, he'll combine a couple of scripts he's had in the past with ours and see how that worked out. Well, guess what? It didn't really work out very well. So he came into the office. He happens to be here in Ohio. He came into the office and we sat down and made calls using the script. He would do one, I would do one, he would do one. And we didn't get a hold of everybody. We only got a hold of, I think, 4 people that morning, but made 3 appointments, which was way better than anything he had been doing previously. So now he's thrilled because the direct mail leads are a lot more expensive and they take a lot longer to get. So I'm not going to go through this script step by step because you've got the video and you've got the script in front of you, but I will give you some tips that aren't necessarily in there. They might be in there, but it's been a while since I watched it. First of all, don't leave a message. They're not going to call you back. And if you leave a message, they're going to just know which number not to pick up the phone when they see. Also, what I recommend is, because we're not leaving messages, the first time you call them, great. They might see your number. They may call you back because they're curious. But if they don't, the second time they see your number, they're going to think, you must be a bill collector. And they're never going to pick up the phone when they see your number. So block your number. Okay? I don't know if everybody knows how to do it, but it's *67, dial the phone number, hit the pound key. And you have to do it for each phone number. But that way, it's just going to show up as private number. So that way you can call them more often. You can call in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening because they don't know that it's you. And you may have to call some of these people 3 times a day, all week, until they pick up the phone. Maybe they're working. Maybe they're out of town. You don't know what's going on. But if you call them once or twice and say, oh, couldn't reach them, you're not going to be successful. So I don't want to take a ton of time on this call, but I strongly recommend, if you are using telemarketed leads, that you watch this video. It's on the training section under leads training. Print the script and get comfortable with it. If you still have some questions, write them down, give me a call, give Alan a call, and we'll go through it with you one-on-one. We'll also role play with you if you need that before you start calling leads, because it's better to practice on us than to practice on leads that you're going to end up burning because you're not doing it right or you're not comfortable enough. So that's all I've got really today. Matt or Alan, anything you want to add?
Alan? Okay, great. So Alan might be muted out, but anyways, yeah, Lee, thank you so much.
I was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to interrupt her, but yeah, I kept trying to get on the call. But anyways, no, Lee, you're absolutely right. If the agents would take the time to learn not only what we say, but why we say it, which is on that video, you're going to see that they're going to see the results in their sales and the appointments. And, of course, if you have more appointments, you're going to have more sales. So I highly encourage everyone to watch the training a few times and then give us a call if you have any questions whatsoever, or you want to do, like Lee said, any role playing. We're here to help you. We're here to help you maximize the profitability of those leads, because we don't make money unless you do. So let us help you. That's all I have. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
All right. Thanks, Alan. Thank you, Lee. So it's not quite 11:30, and sometimes when it's not quite 11:30, I say, you know what? Let's cancel this call. Let's get off here. Let everybody get to work and start, getting their week, moving on with their week. But today, now that we're here on the website in the training, and we kind of went through, we went through the script on how to set appointments, and Lee went over some great pointers there. I'm gonna just take a minute, because there's a lot of agents on here that are newer. They may not know where all this training information is. So basically on our My Leads 1 site, where we, the leads and track sales and everything, if you come to the training tab, here, first off, you can watch the live stream here live instead of you can either call in every Monday at this number and listen, or you can watch the live stream here. If you miss a live stream, we record all of these and we put them, we put it all here on the website, so you can go back and listen to them. We started doing this, it looks like, in June of 2017, so there's a ton of them there. Leads training, all kinds of different things. Navigation of the My Leads 1 website. Look at and see how to navigate through your leads, your sales, the calendar, placing orders, etc. So you can click View. There's a video that goes through all of that information for you. And then we'll go back to training. What is a lead? What are the different types of leads? Door knocking. This is another great one right here. Just click on View to Door Knocking. There's a video on door knocking tip and how to be successful door knocking. Watch that video. Because what happens when you're getting 40 leads? You're not going to get a hold of all 40 people on the phone and walk through that script. You've got to go out and door knock some of those. And when do you door knock? You door knock if you have a no-show, or if you didn't get your entire day booked up and you only got 5 appointments and you got a time slot between 2 and 3:30 or something like that you don't have any appointments. I say this all the time. Instead of going to Bob Evans or McDonald's and getting a sweet tea, go knock on some doors. What to expect from leads, setting appointments with your leads. That's the one that we just went through today. Phone objections, how to handle them. So that's a great one to go with setting appointments. And then you can go here to the sales training, different sales training. That Social Security thing that I pointed out in the presentation binder. If you just want that one sheet, right here it is. If you don't want the whole presentation binder, I recommend getting the whole thing, but if you just want to carry a copy of this around and sell with that and a pad of paper. whatever your style is, we're here. We're trying to help you and providing you with stuff that you can use. But this, and we put all of that stuff right here in the website for you. The sales presentation binder. If you want the whole binder, you can print it off right here. You can print it off. Actually, there's the video. You can print it off on here somewhere.
Place order.
What's that?
It's under place order, Matt.
Okay, so if you go up here to place order or documents, so right here, Chelsea Lead Store, you can come over to the store. And this is where you can buy logoed apparel. You can buy lead and marketing stuff like the presentation binder. So you'll click on presentation binder. And if you only want the docs and you don't want to pay that $99, just print the docs off. Put them in your own flip chart. If you want us to put them in a nice binder, you know, a leather-bound binder with a handle and zipper close, and you know, if you want us to do that for you, just $99. So you've got that option. You've got order carrier supplies. Fill this simple form out. If you need some supplies from the carriers that you're working with, just fill this out. We'll go to the carriers and get your supplies for you. So, you know, a ton of stuff, all nice. You know, we used to have this spread out different couple of websites. You know, we had a training site, we had this site, we had that site. A lead site. We track your sales here. We track your leads are all here. Everything that you need to run your business, training, supply orders, tracking your business, leads, everything is right here. That's why we put this site together, was for our agents to be able to help them be more organized. There's a calendar system in there. There's so much stuff in there. But you, the agent, we can talk about this stuff just like the leads. We can talk about this stuff every week. But until you start taking some action, we're going to continue to hear from you that you're not successful. But then, you know, we hear from so many of you who are successful. We see the numbers. We have reports that we know what everybody's doing. You know, Sandra had a $9,000 week last week or the week before. You know, we see those numbers. We talk about those numbers. Every week, Monday morning, our management staff is going through the numbers, talking about the individual agents. We like to call the agents that are doing the deal and say thank you. If you're not getting those calls, you're not in our top agents. If you want to be in our top agents, you've got to get 40 leads a week. You've got to go do the deal. So let's get out there. Let's make February an amazing month. I would love to give away a ton of televisions. 50-inch TVs, let's give away 50 of them. You know, whatever it is. Get out there, produce some business. You only need to do like 4.5 applications a week for the month of February to win a TV. Get out there and do it. Stop complaining that you're not making it. Complaining's not helping anybody. Just do it. Just do it. Order 40 leads. Seriously. Thanks for joining the call, the live stream. Have a great week, and we'll be on here next week again with another amazing topic that's going to help you sell more insurance in your final expense business. Thanks again. Have a great week.